Hey everybody, it's Croak here, and I'm going to talk about what we know so far about the Xbox One, which for one, I want to say I don't like that title. For the uninformed buyer, the soccer moms of the world and the grandmas who are, it's good for Sony's favor because, you got the PS4 and you got the Xbox One, and obviously 4 is a bigger number than 1, so the PS4 must be better. That's what I'm gonna see happening. I don't like it. I would have gone. I personally preferred either Infinity. I also preferred just Xbox. Whoa, camera went blurry there. Just Xbox. The whole Apple approach where it's just the new Xbox. There's going to be a new Xbox frequently, and you're expected to just pony up the dough and buy the new Xbox. But no, they went Xbox One. I don't get it because we had the first Xbox, then we had the 360th Xbox. Now we are back to one again, but it's not the original. I don't know. Bad title in my opinion. But we did learn that it is going to be very, very, very good at multitasking, at least from what they demoed. The ability to jump from live TV to game to music to web browsing instantly, and it just snaps and seems to happen. It seems very quick, which is very nice. The old Xbox, I always kept all my music on like a jump drive, so I went to a lot of friends' houses and played like console-wise LAN party kind of thing, and like even me just having a 4 gig jump drive with like all my favorite music on it, it would take forever for the Xbox to pull up all those tracks just so I could select play all. It was kind of slow, and it couldn't multitask. Like, you can't have Pandora radio or whatever, it's iHeartRadio on Xbox in the background while playing a game. You have to have actual MP3 files. So hopefully now we can do that on the new console. Cool thing is, it's going to be, a lot of people are confused about the whole the live TV works. It is a pass-through. So you hook up your cable provider through the Xbox, kind of like TiVo. Like a TiVo worked. I know TiVos are kind of old now because most companies have their own first-party whatever to take care of that for you, or if they're like me and they switched over to the digital world and we just watch everything on the internet. But a TiVo works the same way. It doesn't, regardless of what cable provider or whatever you have, it's a pass-through through the TiVo, and the TiVo hardware itself takes care of it. So the image goes into the TiVo, and then the TiVo puts it up onto your TV, and you use the TiVo interface. So basically, you're going to take, like, I have Charter, take your Charter cable box, and you're going to hook it into the Xbox, and then the Xbox into the TV. And then your Xbox will then control the cable box. It will be able to, like, it'll just seamlessly work. So that's how that's going to work. It's a pass-through. Doesn't so far they haven't released that it has a DVR function. There is a DVR function for your games. Your games will automatically record your achievements. Like, it'll go back 15 seconds so it can see, you can like, I got this achievement, and you can put a little clip. Apparently they didn't mention this. There's going to be like a share feature at just like the PS4. You can be able to record gameplay willy-nilly and upload it to your social media sites, which Xbox has already got YouTube and Facebook, and if I'm not wrong, Twitter integration already. Like, you already have access to all of those on the Xbox 360. So being able to share something straight from the Xbox to one of those applications should not be a problem. It's also, they did it announce, so I was right. I want to say it right now. Clap, everybody. I was right. It is running on a Windows 8 kernel. So it's not Windows 8 desktop. It is Windows 8. It's a Windows 8 kernel. If you know anything about Linux, then you understand that Linux is the kernel, and then the OS is like Ubuntu Mint, which means a modified Ubuntu. Anyway, we can talk about that more later in the whole PC side of the world. But that's how it works. One thing I did find interesting was that Sony announced that their architecture is going to be a x86 or 32-bit architecture. Microsoft just revealed, and if you were following me on Twitter, you would have seen me point that out. It's going to be on a 64-bit operating system, which for if you're a PC guy, you'll understand the difference. If not, basically it recognizes memory and handles multitasking more efficiently. But if you don't have the extra hardware to back it up, then it's kind of overkill and it's not really necessary. So it's a toss-up whether it works or not. I think with the multitasking, the all the extra memory and everything dedicated to it, I think it was a good decision to go ahead and make it a 64-bit operating system. We'll see how that affects later on in the future. Being on a Windows 8 kernel and an x64-bit architecture, this means we could get, like I thought is possible before, which it technically is possible. It's been done in the past. It hasn't been done well. Cross-platform over PC and Xbox. It should happen. There's no reason it shouldn't. Everything should just seamlessly tie in together. Not a problem. So I'm hoping that happens. We don't know yet. What else was there? We got to see Call of Duty Ghosts revealed. They went into the studios and they talked about it. They flat out said that making Modern Warfare 4 would be the easy way out. So they wanted to new generation of console, which they have not. One thing I have to say about Activision, they have not confirmed or denied it's going to be on current generations. People say it'd be a dumb business move, but I mean, they currently, and this was reconfirmed, like I said it was going to be, that Activision and Microsoft have a direct partnership, and you will get all of your Activision shit first on Xbox. It's how it's been. This last generation is going to be the same thing. The next generation, or the generation coming up this November. Oh, speaking of November, we haven't got an official release date or price yet. They're probably saving that for E3 along with more of the games. They haven't shown any Halo. The only thing they showed was Forza, some EA, NFL shit, sports shit. Which the interactive TV thing that might be cool. Yeah, they showed like watching football and you being able to do your fantasy football and have your Xbox auto track that and add all your points and take care of all that live while you're watching the game, and it pops up in the corner like an achievement whenever you earn points in your fantasy league. That was pretty cool. I would love to see how that works in. But speaking of TV and Halo, they announced that there's going to be a Halo TV show exclusive to Xbox Live members. Now, a lot of people are going, but that means you have to buy. They didn't say you had to buy an Xbox in order to do it. They said it's going to be a TV show exclusive to Xbox Live. Microsoft's been rebranding everything Xbox Live. You have Xbox Live on your Windows 8 machine. It's what they call their marketplace now. It's no longer like my Windows Marketplace or whatever. It's Xbox. It's Xbox Movies, Xbox Music, Xbox Games, Xbox is what it is. And so I think as long as you have like a premium account or a gold account, it will. You can watch it, say on Xbox Live's website or on the Xbox itself or whatever. But you will have access to it. I think it's going to be tied into your gold membership, like they have their partnerships with ESPN and everything that are part of your gold membership. It's kind of nice. I'm wanting them to get Netflix, but it's part of your gold membership. It's yours. Have it done. But not yet. It's two separate bills. Whatever. There's a couple other things I want to touch on. Oh, something that they did not say at the live event, but they did say after the fact at the media press conference when they were taking questions. Your Xbox Live Gold account will transfer over to the new Xbox. That will be seamless. A lot of people are worried about their Steam-like marketplace model that they have going on, where you buy a game, whether it be through the cloud marketplace, Xbox Live Marketplace, or retail, you register that game's CD key to that Xbox. So you do a mandatory install of the game, which that's probably how they're achieving that rapid switch between scenes. Is having it installed on the hard drive. It's a lot of it has to do with caching. They're able to cache a lot of it away on a temporary partition on the hard drive, and it just brings it right back up. It's a feature I wish AMD would hurry up and put on their motherboards that Intel has already done for a while now, which is SSD caching. You can SSD cache a mechanical hard drive. Once again, that's more PC talk. We'll save that for later. Another video. Not later this video, another video. So that looks like what's going on there. The model they talk about, it is a 0.5 terabyte hard drive factory. That's the one they were showing off. What was the other? Oh, a lot of people are talking about the box. It does seem awfully huge. That may not be exactly what we get in the stores. That could be a beta box. You gotta see everything at this point. It's too late not to be beta, but consider everything you see from here on out beta. What you see now is not necessarily what you're going to get at your home. Connect 2.0 looks promising as long as we doesn't have the Connect 1.0 problems. Like, I'm watching Netflix and I yell at my dog and my TV show pauses and skips and jumps forward and backward. Crap. Horrible crap. And I don't want that to happen. I want it to be smarter than that, like they claim it is. And they say it's so precise they can track your eye movement. I want to see more of that. I want to see that demoed. That'd make an interesting game mechanic with field of view. Because if the connector's tracking your eyes, it's something they do in Arma, your head can move independently of your body. You don't have to move your entire body like in traditional first-person shooters to look that direction. And adding in your eyes so you have a narrow field of view, and then you move your eyes instead of your head to widen up. It would be interesting. I would like to see what they could do with that. Yeah, back to the Steam mechanics. You'll register the game, but a lot of people are thinking, what about used games? And they're all like, I don't use game. That they were talking about maybe you pay a reinstallation fee. Like, you bought the game used, say, instead of paying $60, you paid $40, but then you have to pay $10 to get a second key for that game. Like that, it's going to have a already used key, but since you already have the physical copy, you don't get much discount. This has not been confirmed or denied. There's been stories going back and forth whether this is true. This is just something that may or may not be true. One thing that is interesting about it is that the game is tied directly to your Xbox Live account. So in theory, and a lot of this shit is all running in the cloud. It's not happening client side. So, like, say, the single-player portion might be client-side, but the multiplayer portion might be all in the cloud. Maybe some small files for matchmaking and whatnot actually on the system. Everything else is happening in the cloud. So, in theory, I could go to a friend's house and sign into my account and be able to play my game without actually having to physically bring anything with me or download massive files from the cloud to make that happen. It would just work seamlessly, like magic. Magic. It just works. That's what we're hoping. So lots of news. Hardware-wise, they said it is a 8-core CPU. We already knew that. It has 8 gigs of RAM. We already knew that from dev kit being leaked. It does have USB 3.0. It does have they didn't give exact specs for Wi-Fi, but it's gonna have a fast Wi-Fi card in it. That's about all we know hardware-wise. They didn't show us their entire hand because they're saving a lot of that for E3. Well, it's coming to a wrap, so that's about all we know for now. So I'm just gonna let you guys go. I'm Krog. This has been another tech update video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace. I'm out.